built in very tanky, right? 1.8% of the target's HP, Delta's pure damage. It's not too shabby at all. So I do like the Bloodseeker pickup. At the same time, I kind of have the same feeling I had yesterday. This Xtreme Gaming's lineup can just roll over them really fast. Like on RNG, you need a lot of stuff on a lot of your heroes. Like even your position 4 is greedier than the enemy position 4. He needs a blink, right? Like Kaka needs something. Meanwhile, right. PYW, he's always active. Lone Druid, all he needs is a Mask of Madness, and he's already hitting your towers.
Yeah, it does seem pretty similar to what we were seeing. At least from the series, right? Like it always felt like Xtreme's Gaming's lineups were coming online a little bit earlier, but RNG were able to find a way to like break through that, and they did that in those back 2 games in the last series. So I'm wondering if that's the idea. If we could just hold out and not be down too far, if our lanes just go decently, we should be able to hold on and win. Because like I feel like this Bloodseeker does a lot in this game, and I feel like this lineup, first second item, starts to really show off, and if they get to that point, they might even just turn it on Xtreme pretty heavily.
Hasta luego. I agree with everything you said. I'm not just here for no reason.
Giving me the hasta luego.
I'm just doing my predictions as well. Total number of player deaths at the game end, 41 to 55. Xnova, please go buff up my prediction. Player with highest magic or pure. That one is hard. I guess Somnus or Paparazzi. I'll go with Somnus. Total magic or done to heroes by 20. I'll go with Paparazzi. Actually, I'm gonna go with Paparazzi on everything. Team with the most kills. Xtreme Gaming. Let's go. One difference. Like yesterday, Somnus just completely destroyed them with that puck, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That he like single-handedly won that game.
Pretty much. This time around, however, the matchup isn't that easy for him. He's playing into Alina, and there's an Earth Spirit that can silence him at all times early on, so might be a bit more difficult for Somnus. We'll see.
The battle begins.
All of these balloons are here, and Fissure on 2. Ghost is around, and he's got some help to go after PYW and Old 11. PYW looking like he might just be that first blood in Will for Ghost, and then they're going to start to chase this Pangolier, who went Shield Crash level 1. He'll use it to get onto the high ground, but they still have 3 heroes. Try to at least swipe a bounty rune, which he will, but he'll fall and be the second death.
I love how
RNG get 2 kills before the game even really gets going.
Yeah, and it kind of spills over in other lanes as well, right? Like, because of that, on top lane, Chalice has been zoned out a little bit. There is no one to fissure block. There is no one to go and get the creep wave. So, like, for Xtreme Gaming, not everything is super grim, but you probably don't want to die on your 4 and 3 as the game is about to start. Usually, that's not the greatest thing to happen.
You're losing your courier as well. See how Paparazzi attacks this against Somnus too. Like this is, I said it yesterday. This feels like such a classic lane in terms of the players, and it could go one way or the other, no matter the matchup. Even if it feels like a hero matchup that's 80-20, I feel like these guys know each other so much.
Old 11 bot lane again.
Oh, shield crash and blood right down. That hits. He'll be pretty low. Ghost has the opportunity to do something if he wanted to dive in, but Old 11, that stick, he popped it. There's one more tango as well, going for the early ring of health.
Yeah, they're just being completely zoned out by the Lich and Bloodseeker on bot lane. It's not a simple lane to play against, right? Like, Xnova is using Trust Nova all the time on you, and then you get the Ghost with bonus movement speed with Thirst. With that kill early on as well, that netted him a boost of speed, so chase you down easily.
Paparazzi just constantly throwing out the Dragon Slave. Being Somnus, he hasn't phase shifted it once from when I've been watching.
you can't really. Like, this is the matchup. This is how it goes. If you want to phase shift the Dragon Slave, you're never gonna phase shift the Dragon Slave because he's gonna right click you until you phase shift, and then he's gonna Dragon Slave you. You know, it's a. That's why I said the matchup is definitely a bit better for Paparazzi than it was yesterday. Yesterday, after the laning stage, he just completely got dominated on that quad.
It's 6 for Paparazzi already, and all things considered, the fact that they gave up first blood and a +1, they're still down 1,000 net worth. Like, it just switched over to less than 1,000, but Xtreme in every lane again. Like, that's probably the biggest thing here that I've been seeing for Xtreme Gaming is their laning seems to be just perfect.
That's pretty much all on top of on account of this Lina. He's got like 600 gold more than the puck, or had 600 now, a bit less. But
Radiant's courier has been killed.
the other lanes are also doing fine. Like Lu, once again, just free farming, nothing different. Pretty much the same like yesterday.
All right, down old 11 in some trouble. PYW is gonna roll and needs one more right click. Gonna chase him under the tower. Shield crash. Ghost in trouble, and he's gonna fall to the tower. Old 11 just surviving after throwing down the shield crash and getting some help from PYW.
Nice.
Chase was on from Ghost, and that's a big death.
A nice couple of blocks from PYW, and then the shield crash just came off cooldown. Plus, you get to buy yourself a ring of health after all of that. Straight back into the lane. Straight back into battle as Ghost TP'd on top of Old 11.
That really feels detrimental.
Yeah, that brings Old 11 completely back into the game. It was... they were kind of getting stomped in the lane. Lich constantly spamming, Bloodseeker getting thirst from other lanes as well, obviously. But now they can breathe again. It's fine. It's not great. Bloodseeker is still, what, 700 gold ahead, more or less, but...
He said at the same time, like, Lu's doing just as well as this Bloodseeker, just a little bit better, too. Ooh, X-Nova a bit out of position after the boulder smash on him, but ended up trying to get that kill. They had shield crash on cooldown. I thought maybe they'd swashbuckle forward, but that would risk Old 11 pretty heavily. Put him in an odd spot.
I feel like Lone Druid had to be ahead in this game. If you look at the laning stage, like Shaker, Shaker was never the greatest laner, right? He's a decent laner if he starts on the lane. By the way, there's a rotation mid PYW.
Yeah, for both teams. Both teams, Kaka looking for the fissure, lands it. And now Somnus moving in. He's got the Waning Rift. The roll comes out. That's going to land. They also have the Marcy. DY's in. The right clicks on a Kaka. Both supports come over for Xtreme Gaming to make sure that they can keep Paparazzi not only alive, but supplement that with getting him a kill.
Look at that.
They're going after Somnus, Waning Rift. Paparazzi, he's level 6. He's got the Laguna Blade, and they'll get the kill on the Somnus. So they end up supplementing him 2 kills.
Yeah.
And Xtreme mid feels amazing now.
They supplemented them 2 kills, and one of them was on the puck, even on the enemy mid laner. He didn't get the region in the end. But look, Somnus had 2 options. He had the option to take the region, to not take the region, leave it to Lina and lose the lane, or he had an option to go for the region and maybe get out afterwards, right? If he jukes them well enough. He took the riskier option. It didn't work out, but I can respect it as well. You just don't want to see that Lina pick up a region after killing your teammate and then just constantly continue spamming you. And they're
going to look now top lane for Chalice. Body blocks from DY. They've got the Dispose, and the right clicks from Lu and the Bear. We'll finish off this Brewmaster. They continue to get kills around the map. They've got 4 after giving up 2 early before the horn. RNG haven't had anything in the laning phase since then, but they're going to try and go after Old 11. A Fissure comes in, the shield crash comes out, and PYW, they're going to look to maybe even turn this gank around for a second. Ghost is at half health, and they've got DY coming in, but the rebound doesn't catch up to these RNG heroes.
Yeah, the rebound was like just, hey guys, I'm here, you know? There was... It was so far away, it was never going to connect.
You need to be aware of that, though, that Marcy's still here, but doesn't have a lot of mana to work with anyway. DY doesn't have enough for rebound or dispose. Omnis over to the side with Paparazzi as well. Both supports coming in and potentially looking for a kill on Somnus again. Now they're going to turn around.
They were just fighting for the rune. Lina got the arcane rune in the end. A little bit faster on the clicks. But bot lane it's very interesting. Like they're going
for Ghost. They land the rebound, and with the dispose, Ghost is going to try and run. Doesn't have a lot of extra movement speed. Nobody's really sitting low, and they get the shield crash. They'll get the kill. 3-man Fissure just not in time, but the TP comes in afterwards. It's a 3-man Dream Coil. It'll snap on PYW. They look over at Old 11. They've got the silence with the Geomagnetic Grip on Kaka. The Laguna Blade comes in under the Earthshaker. They get the kill on Old 11. They'll look to get Kaka out, but the LSA lands, and Paparazzi has himself another. He's on a killing spree. Somnus needs to be careful of a potential rebound dispose combo from DY. If he were to get caught again, I think Paparazzi certainly had the damage there, but they back off, and Xtreme aren't going to go for anything more. They lost Old 11 down bottom.
Lina is caught. They still might go for it.
Paparazzi wasn't going, but staying too long. LSA never lands. Ghost comes back into the lane. They'll rebound to give him the movement speed, but the right clicks come through, and Paparazzi ends up going down. He stayed too long. Rupture onto Old 11, who just came back into the lane. They get the kill on a DY. They'll take out a second. It's a double kill for Ghost with the blood right, the damage, and another one. Kaka, they'll finish off this Pango, and PYW drops.
I'm not sure why they decided to play it the way they did. Paparazzi, he blundered there. It's as simple as that. You could see it. While you were questioning the shield crashes, the plays from all the other heroes, Paparazzi was just sitting there with his arcane rune, hitting creeps right next to the tier 1 tower. And yeah, there is no Dream Coil. It's understandable, but there's still enough control. And let's be real, he just got caught on by the clip of that Sinister Gaze. The range on it is definitely deceiving. Like, it's higher than you expect. And because of that Sinister Gaze, he actually falls in the end.
He was just standing a bit far forward, considering the fact that the rest of his team had backed off and gone left into the jungle a little bit. Not there to really help him if he got into a spot like that immediately.
They kind of threw all the advantage that they got off of a couple of really nice rotations early on. And the game is even back again.
It's similar to what we've been seeing from Xtreme in some of these losses, where it's just like, okay, we take a lead, we know we're confident, we overplay our hand, and then the game falls back to even. That being said, it is even just about in net worth. They're still Lu free farming, and that's something they've done in every game, is giving Lu a chance.
You must
Always
give
open
Lu
up
a
the map
chance.
for him. Yeah.
Give Lu a chance. That should be his party's logo, you know, motto.
Rolling Thunder, Old 11. Oof.
Barely.
Yeah, TPing with the Rolling Thunder and the Rupture on him. That's a little bit scary.
It's a ballsy one, definitely. Puck going for the same build like yesterday. We will see that Witchblade on him very soon. I think it's super standard. For the Lina, I feel it's the same, right? Like your Power Treads and Falcon Blade into BKB. There are some players that still go for travels, but I think this is the new standard.
Is it the gold standard?
It is the gold standard, exactly.
Good job there, getting the Waning Rift off and stopping the Dispose coming in. Really well done by Somnus. I'm wondering if we're going to see part 2 of him just controlling and carrying the side of RNG.
One of these, like, TI winner such as Seb should make like certified by Seb on guides, and then he should ask money from Immortal Fate and Tortellini and all these guide makers, you know, like please put a stamp on my guide, Lich.
X-Nova hit with the roll. They'll get the kill. The rebound came in first. So PYW again. When PYW gets these heroes that have this long reach, he really knows how to utilize that extension.
I feel like when PYW gets anything ever, he makes it work. Is it PYW Weaver? He's gonna dominate. Is it the Shadow Shaman? He's gonna dominate. Is it Nerd Spirit? It doesn't matter. He's like one of those super complete position 4s.
He really knows how to do quite a lot with the hero pool he's got, and he's got a legitimate hero pool. It's not a bucket, it's not a puddle, but it is a complete hero pool. Rebounding off the bear, and Kaka gonna be disposed, then rooted. He throws down an Echo Slam that really does nothing. Chain Frost is gonna bounce around, going back and forth from the bear over to the Earth Spirit. They get the kill on a Kaka. They'll end up trading PYW. Lou's getting low. He's been ruptured. He needs to be careful. Or no, he hasn't been ruptured yet. My mistake. But now they'll go to the Dream Coil. That will catch Lou, and he's still somehow alive. Blood Right's down. The Rolling Thunder comes in. The Blood Right is what finally finishes off Lou. Now the Rupture's out. It's on to Ult 11. They've got 3 dead on the side of Xtreme Gaming, and somehow RNG, it feels like they've kind of salvaged this fight a little bit. I mean, started with a whiffed Echo Slam.
It's insane that they even managed to keep that lone druid alive for such a long time. I felt like, okay, he's dead. He's dead. Is he alive? And then he dies in the end to the Blood right now. PYW. No, they messed up their stuns.
Yeah. I think PYW and DY might even be next. Somnus is going for this with a double damage. Just needs one more right click. But throws the illusory orb out. LSA just on the edge hit the puck. And he jaunts over to the side. A rebound again, but DY clicked down by Somnus. He's really starting to get out of control. They need to be careful. Sinister Gaze on Alu, who just came back alive, and he'll fall too. RNG, they're really moving up, moving forward, and getting themselves into the lead, and they've got themselves a fissure that lands on a 2. They got the Blood Right down. They get the kill on a Paparazzi. Old 11 on the run, but he's got nowhere to go, and they will lose everybody on the side of Xtreme Gaming. And I know Earth Spirit's alive, but he died first. So technically a full team wipe for RNG.
This is a repeat of game 2 from yesterday. Like the fight starts off kinda alright for Xtreme Gaming in the river. They miss a couple of spells, and then they just fall apart one after another. Like, I don't know, RNG, they possess this power, this strength to bait Xtreme Gaming into these skirmishes that they're just much better equipped to fight, right? Like, you have Somnus with the double damage. Like, he wants to continue fighting for as long as possible. And Lou, he just respawned the bear. I think even when he gets back to life, he's not gonna have it for quite some time. So his farming speed is going to be, severely diminished.
Something they've done a good job at that I was saying earlier is that Lou always seems to find his farm, but he was involved maybe a little bit earlier than I thought he would be. As PYW dies again, and they've got the Dream Coil down, but it won't matter. Paparazzi will trade for Kaka, and it seems to be a battle of who can hit harder, who can do more in the mid lane and carry this game.
Yeah, Delina is definitely still ahead, a little bit in net worth, right? But Somnus, he caught up, considering that he definitely did have a rougher start. And only a triple kill this time around. It wasn't an ultra.
RNG, they're doing what we've seen them do multiple times, and did it yesterday a bunch, is really pull back games towards that 15-minute mark.
Yep.
And look at where Ghost is. Like, even though he had that blunder, he's come back online. He's top of the net worth. He's almost got the BKB. The BKB's finally finished for Paparazzi, but RNG feeling like this is a moment where they can fight. Dream Coil on cooldown for another 10 seconds, but by the time they get there, it should be available.
Yeah, even if you don't have it, you have a blink on Kaka, so you really want to utilize that as much as possible.
On the run, Waning Rift, catching up. DUI will fall, and Somnus now unstoppable.
It's very nice the way he doesn't use the fissure to initiate. He's just waiting to jump in, use the totem, and perhaps if someone is around, he can double fissure them, right? Like, or if Marcio rebounds, he can catch both of them with a fissure. When it comes to the item builds, though, there is a clear advantage on one side. On one side, you have old 11. This guy right here, he's building Lincolns because he has to, right?
Might end up going down again. Ruptured Dream Coil. It's a certainty at that point.
Yeah,
Somnus getting another kill on old 11.
He needs to get this Lincolns. It's understandable. You're playing into... You're an offlane Pango and you're playing into a Bloodseeker. But at the same time, he doesn't contribute to your teammates at all. It's no utility, right? It doesn't really help. On the other hand, you have Chalice on the Brewmaster. And he's rocking himself a nice little Vladimir's offering together with a Blink. Actually, Blink, not something we've seen way too often on the Brew recently, right? Usually it was just the Axe Rush into Refresher. But it used to be, like long time ago, the most standard item build for the Brew.
How do you feel about the Primal Companion, the new Acceptor?
It's just interesting, I guess. I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen players try and go for that, but it just looks wonky. I don't know, because when you kill it, it's dead for quite a long time as well. It's not like. You know, it's not like it respawns very quickly or anything like that. What is it? It's like 70 seconds, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, something like that. It is 70 seconds. They're going to get Roche here, get the Aegis into the hands of Ghost. RNG making an easy movement there. No contest from Xtreme Gaming. They're over bottom trying to take a tier 2. They're going to start to DP from RNG. They're nearby PYW with the Geomagnetic Grip as well as Boulder Smash. They've got the BKB being popped by Ghost. They'll try to get the damage out onto the Bloodseeker, but he's able to run away. They get the kill next over a start. So the Lich is out of the equation. Does have buyback if they choose to use it. The rollout from PYW would get him to safety. They take the Aegis on Ghost. Somnus from behind them. Echo Slam dropped on a 2, but it's not enough damage. The Fissure, though, it locked down Paparazzi enough for Somnus to take out the Lina. They got the Dream Coil down on a 1. It's only on old 11. He's going to snap it. Uh-oh, Waning Rift. Silence on a 3. They end up losing Chalice, but old 11 falls in return. The offlaners are gone. DY is going to drop 2. 4 heroes down on the side of Xtreme Gaming as they look over at Lou, the last remaining hero on the side of Xtreme. They'll look for the high five. They will get it. They'll continue to high five as it's Somnus, who's beyond godlike, and finishes off the team wipe.
I love the friendly banter and the BMs between these two teams. RNG is definitely winning that battle with the tick-tock, tick-tock. The chat line memes, right? Like the...
Yeah. The OG chat line memes.
They're definitely winning that battle, but it's just so important for Xtreme Gaming to kill, well, PYW this time.
Again.
Yeah, this time.
You know, we were praising him. I think we've jinxed him. He's now 2-7-6.
It happens. You know, it's not only him. His whole team started feeding, and he's a team player, you know. If everyone feeds, he's not gonna stand aside and look at that happening. No. If you roll in mud, I roll in mud. That's PYW. But one important thing for XG, which was shown in that last teamfight as well, is the necessity to kill the Lich. Like, you actually need to get rid of this Lich. He does so much. Sinister Gaze is a problem. Frost Shield is a problem for the Lone Druid. But that Nova, that ultimate as well, is just... It does so much damage to the Lone Druid. He doesn't build a BKB early on, and it bounces between him and the bear. He can't move out of it. So just an additional issue that they have, and an issue provided by a position 5.
It might even get worse if he drops an Ice Spire between the bear and
which will
Blue.
happen, yeah.
Eventually he'll get that shard, and it will be even worse time for Lou on this bear, trying to get away from the Lich. Dallas. Moving forward and kind of wants to go here. Taka He's about to have Echo Slam back off cooldown. Lose silence for the moment. The Fisher comes in. They'll get the kill into PYW. The Rolling Thunder comes out from Old 11. The Chain Frost is now over to the side, bouncing on Lou as well as the Bear, doing some damage. Oh, the Rolling Thunder! Somnus got hit as he blinked in. He's going to end up going down. 10 times spree now over into the hands of Paparazzi with a BKB being popped by Ghost. DY to get so much damage. The right clicks are quick from Ghost. Turns DY into a ghost. He can only watch from the grave as the rest of the team is trying to run after Kaka as well as Xnova to get a couple of more kills. They've got the root onto the Lich. They'll take him out. And Kaka getting over and escaping into the trees while the rest of the team has already made their escape as well.
And that's a nice little dieback that they got on Lich. Paparazzi just got so much gold off of that kill. Puck being a little bit too
Overzealous.
overzealous. Yeah, he got clipped by that Rolling Thunder. The first Rolling Thunder that actually mattered, I feel like, even in this game, because he didn't get, I believe he didn't get ruptured, right? So he could actually roll around for a little while. And off of that one fight, I'm not saying that they're in the best position, but the game is still even. You're getting that Blink Dagger soon on Pangolier, and you'll be able to initiate on other heroes besides PYW. Like, I know you said he went from, what, 2-0 or something to 2-6. That's also because he's the only one that goes in. Like, he was the only one that can go in first. Because of that, he just gets initiated on and killed off.
And now, though, that they've got the Lincolns and the Blink Dagger from Old 11, he might be able to be the one that initiates as well if they set up properly and have the vision.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
MKB finished for Paparazzi. Going Satanic next to try and sustain through these long fights. I was looking at Ghost. He's going for the Scotty. And he's got both the ulti orbs, just waiting to get the point booster. Not too far off of that. He still sits top of the net worth. He was swinging like a madman in that last fight.
Yeah, he just hits super hard every single fight. He's keeping on top of the net worth charts for a long time and just dishing out all kinds of damages. But Old 11...
Thunder started early. There's the blink. Finally showing it off. Ghost just on the edge of it. They finally catch up to him. But it's the other way and over to the side where Kaka gets taken out. Going Thunder was just a distraction.
A good distraction. If you saw Pangolier rolling by your side, holding guns and swords, you'd probably watch that too.
Yeah. It felt like a cat chasing a ball of yarn. Everybody was like, ooh. Meanwhile, Kaka dies.
What are we waiting for?
Scotty.
Yeah, the Scotty on Bloodseeker.
500 gold.
Yeah, it's coming shortly. On the other side, his colleague on position 1, Lou, he's going for a basher, it seems like. Top lane.
Magnetized, top lane, over on Xnova.
Oh, the dodge.
By himself, dodging the roll like a matador. And Xnova into the trees, going to try and hide out.
It's a nice spot, but they saw it.
Yeah, caught it for a second. There's the kill.
Love how both of these teams have the cliff ward on top lane, but in the upmost Tinker ward. But the Dire Sentry just does not clip the Observer, at least by Xnova.
Just all the way over on the right side of that cliff. Roche potentially in 50 seconds, and see, both teams are probably going to start to posture towards that area. Especially once Xnova comes back up. I wouldn't be surprised if they start heading that way. They're starting to sit together, almost like they're going to smoke out towards that direction. They've got the Disc, I believe, available.
Yeah. The Puck can just disassemble it.
Puck, yeah.
Exactly. And
he's holding that.
They will smoke up, like you said, most likely. With the Lich. There you go. It's a standard move, right? And as they're Dire on XG, they can do the same, and they will. I was thinking maybe they'll just stick around on the high ground and ward it up, but
Radiant are scared.
it's smoke's
Somnus'
broken.
smoke breaks, and he's gonna just jump in. They've got the roll, they have the root, phase shift away. But on the backside of the fight, they've got the BKB already being popped by Paparazzi. They'll Cyclone the bear up into the air. They'll look over at DY. DY's going to be stunned by the Brewlings. They've got the Rolling Thunder that's landing on the Somnus. He needs to be careful. The right click's coming in from Ghost. They get the kill to Paparazzi with a fissure from Gaga. There's the Chain Frost bouncing around, but it goes over to the creep. So a little bit of luck coming out.
The Echo!
Gaming. The Echo Slam is massive coming through from Kaka. Can they follow it up with more? They'll take it all of them, and they get the kill to PYW. Another fissure from Kaka locks him down. DY's gone, and again, Lou, the last one alive. Will they look for the high five as they try to kill him? No, they'll be savage roared away. The rest of the team still trying to catch up. They'll at least look at the bear. They've got the waning rift. The fissure slams at his feet, and they will finish off the team wipe as Roche is respawned and RNG put themselves primed to take it.
They're not giving them the clock or anything. Okay, now they're becoming really damn serious.
Serious.
It's so interesting how this game works. It's just so insane. Like, one of the main reasons why they even win the fight is because of the blink dagger on Brewmaster, which, like, at first it doesn't look like it did a lot, but he blinked in, he used his ulti right next to Lina, and he forced him to pop his BKB, 8-second BKB instantly, right? And by the time Lina got into position to actually start fighting with the Bloodseeker, he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to use his own BKB, right? So he clipped it somewhere in the middle of the fight, and then they started brawling. Because of that BKB, there's no control for the Bloodseeker, so he kills the Lina, right? Everyone else waits for the Bloodseeker's BKB to end, to jump him, but because they wait so long, Kaka is in the right position to blink in and just use the Echo. It's just all follows, like it's just a domino effect of one Brewmaster having a blink and jumping in first.
It was the Dream Coil and the Echo at the same time, and wood damage coming in from Somnus. TP, Fissure bouncing back, and he'll go all the way back to base. It's 4 seconds on the waning rift. 14, 2, and 11. It's starting to feel like you can't give Somnus puck ever.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's becoming that copy pasta, right? You're playing against RNG. You don't ban puck because you think you can beat it. RNG picks puck, you lose.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
After yesterday, I definitely can see that meme being used for Somnus and his puck. And yeah, today he's proving a point too. I think this game might even be more so of that meme, right? Top lane. Echo.
Feels like an Echo Slam, and Old 11 will drop. Really using that Echo Slam, a little bit surprising, but maybe they don't feel like they're going to be fighting.
Oh, the fissure missed. That's why. He missed the fissure. If he doesn't echo, Pango just uses Shield Crash or Swashbuckle. Earth Spirit as well, bottom lane.
Omnis, yeah, found him. Fissure to follow it up. Totem, he's got the shard, roll blocked, and then Kaka with the right click after the totem to get the kill into PYW, caught out again.
Here we go. There's the clock.
He's probably got it on IP that it'd be a little bit harder to get to while you're fighting.
I don't think so, because I've seen those clocks triggered in team fights as well.
Dire's
And
middle
if-
tower is under attack.
Okay, so the Bloodseeker
Almost finished for Paparazzi.
panic. Yeah.
Dire's bottom
Big
tower
one.
is under
Like
attack.
if he can get to it, like perhaps the next time he
Dire's bottom tower
just
has fallen.
brawls against the Bloodseeker, he actually can do it, and he can stand his ground.
Yeah, he needs to be careful though. It's been Kaka time and time again that gets Ghost that little bit of extra
Hold 11.
lockdown. 11 again. Fissure on the edge, and he's silenced. There's the totem, and he's close, but they'll go to the Laguna Blade and get the kill on a Ghost. Took him out pretty quickly. They're going to look to follow this up potentially with the Rolling Thunder, but the Dream Coil comes out with a waning rift that stops Old 11 from going in, actually stops him from surviving.
He was priming.
Fissure will block them from timing this out
Dire's
going
bottom
forward.
tower
So
has fallen.
first, Why Old 11 even survived was Kaka. He wasn't truly in the best position to use his fissure and block him in the blood, right? Could have been a little bit faster there, perhaps, but still, Old 11 survives with a glimmer of his HP, right? Like, he was very low. He tries to pop that Rolling Thunder to control Ghost after the Aegis, but Somnus again on point. Jumps in, kills him off before that even happens.
Don't attack the high ground after that. Asher picked up for the Lone Druid Bear. So he's got Nullifier, Deso, Mask of Madness, Basher, and now looking as well. He's already got the Shard on the Savage Roar upgrade. Why he still has it queued up.
All into that damage. No BKB, nothing like that. What's happening with the other carry of the game, the Bloodseeker? He actually finished the Shard, so Skadi, Shard, and the Basher. The game is becoming super explosive, right? Like, up to this point, you see a fight, you can kind of guess who's gonna win according to the initiation, like, depending, that is, on the initiation. But right now, it's anyone's game. You can just kill off a puck in a single stun. Same goes for Lina. Same goes for the Bloodseeker, which we have just witnessed.
And smoke. Let's see if they've got the reach. And this is in the lane. They'll go to the Rolling Thunder, going the opposite direction. They don't really see anybody. X-Nova's going to be the one who ends up getting caught by the Rolling Thunder, but they have Ghost nearby. They need to be careful. Qualifier on X-Nova as well. Blood right down. Chain Frost bouncing. That goes over to the Bear. They've got the Sinister Gaze. They're going to try and focus their attention onto the Bear, but the Unleash comes up from DY. Now the Rupture. That's on a Paparazzi, so he has to stand still. It's going to be followed up by Kaka going into the Echo Slam, and Paparazzi never gets anything off. Just did for 75 seconds without buyback. Flew over to the side all alone. They've split them up and picked them off one by one, and they will get 4 kills as the only one to escape is Old 11. They really split them up perfectly on this one.
Yeah, the only one that the one that started all of that mess is also Old 11. He went in so damn deep with the Rolling Thunder, with the smoke. They went on to the high ground with that chase, and that chase might be just game losing. Top lane is being pushed in, mid lane is being pushed in by Somnus. They have, what, 30 seconds before a core is up, before Alina is up, so...
Gotta be sets in my eyes. Don't want to step in too close because that'll happen. You're from a distance, followed up by way more.
By the way,
actually don't get the mid set of racks.
Before I forget, that last fight when they over-chased, it's the first time that I've seen Ogre Seal Totem used to, like, put to good use. Like, after Marcy killed Lich, he couldn't get out, so he used the totem to get off the cliff and actually run away a little bit, so... That was nice. I feel like if you're XG, you just have to make sure that your Lina isn't completely controlled in these fights. Like the last fight, they jumped her, they echoed her, totemed, fissured, everything went on Paparazzi. If you could somehow make sure that Lina can at least pop the BKB and Satanic, you might have a shot of winning a team fight.
Yeah, but now you're just so far behind that it feels almost improbable. They've really fallen, like, terribly behind where Lou and Paparazzi were at least catching up. That being said, like, Paparazzi can still output damage, you were saying, as long as they just give him a chance.
Just give this man a chance. Just give him the opportunity. He wants to do God-honest work. Just let him. Why don't you let him be cop? It's all the caster's fault, everyone knows.
I know, it's because I'm speaking.
PYW.
High ground, PYW, roll away. Dream Coil down on a 2 in the Bear. Old 11 will get caught again. He'll fall. BKB popped very early from Paparazzi afterwards, and I believe this is to try and leave. But as I say that, well, now Chain Frost bouncing over to the side, Yule's up into the air, the overwhelming blink from Somnus going over and trying to continue it on to DY. Chalice will be there instead. They've got the rebound. It doesn't land with the old 11 Rolling Thunder coming in. The LSA as well as the right-click damage coming through onto the Brewmaster. They get the kill with the Echo Slam again. Kaka, he's in with it one more time. And Ghost is going to take out Paparazzi as well as DY. They'll finish off Lou. These heroes buy back on the side of Xtreme Gaming, but it's not looking like it's going to matter at all. They'll get the totem. The fissures in between them both. They'll take out all 11 again.
GG.
They'll kill off PYW. And GG is called by Xtreme Gaming as RNG will take game number 1 in this BO5 Grand Final.
Really, really well played by the boys of RNG. Once again, every single prediction that I made was incorrect, by the way.
Same. I did not get one prediction right, but it's okay. For our prediction of 5 games, we're still on pace because there's no way to tell if it's not going to be 5 games yet.
Yep.
And RNG, and that was the same script, it seems like, from them. Lanes are a little shaky. We get to a point where we're comfortable and confident, and then we win the game. I may be on